Good morning. Good morning. Afternoon. No, morning. Good morning. Crispy, if you're watching, apologies. The washing machine is on its final spin. Air traffic control has been called. Yeah, so it'll be a bit noisy, I'll shout. It's looking grey out there, but fingers crossed for good boot weather at the weekend. I'm desperate for a good boot. Cash flow is a bit tight, so I could do with some nice stock from the boots. However, I have, a couple of issues. Well, let's not go into all my personal issues, but I've got a couple of issues reselling wise. So I've just sorted out, I'm on my last boxes here, so I've put the word out that I need boxes. One of my friends is coming with a big, who gives a crap, the big glue rolls come in today, because I'm just selling all the big homeware. It's blooming brilliant. However, I've just got my incoming boxes sorted. Like, lots of people dropping to me now. And yesterday in my parcel shop, he said, "Oh, can't be taking any of the big boxes anymore." I said, I just put my hands on the counter. I was like, "What? What?" Like, he said, "Well, the big boss man is going away on holiday." So, and I was like, "What?" He said it's health and safety because the owner is off for the summer. They can't have they can take the little bits that go in the big, like soft carrier for every, but they can't take the boxes because if anything happens, he said health and safety, there's no one there to deal with it. And I was just like, what? So I went to my next nearest parcel shop, which does Yodel and Impost, and she said, "Oh, they can take a maximum of shoebox size." I was like, and then I was like, "Right, so I'm going to need to change my settings on Vinted." And I'm like, "Well, what am I going to do?" Because they all seem to have restrictions. That they're brilliant. My parcel shop's right at the end of my road, so I can just go down with my trolley, load it up. What am I going to do? So also Royal Mail, I can only do little ones down there, and so I changed my settings for what I would accept on Vinted, and then somebody's chosen Royal Mail for bigger than a shoebox. And I bet you there's a tiny post office, but it's in one of those ones in a store. In fact, they all are now, aren't they? Which I've never been to, but looks tiny, and I've heard things about them turning parcels away there with one of my parcels. So I'm going to try that this morning. And then when I was looking for local drop-offs for Royal Mail, I found out that the trouble is it's one of these labels. It's a QR code. It's not a blooming proper label, which drives me bonkers because I'm happy to print my label, but it's one of those Royal Mails where it won't give you that as a QR, which means, it's apparently the library is accepting Royal Mail drop-offs now. The library, so, but they won't print the label for you, I believe. I don't know. I'll go in and check probably. I think it's just drop-off. I think it has to have a full label. So then, because I'm on foot, or bicycle, if none of those I can drop off to, I think my next option is to get this stuff in an IKEA on my shoulder and cycle up the road to near where I used to live and see if I can drop up there somewhere. But it's going to be a right fandango because sometimes I'm literally loaded, the trolley, boxes and boxes. I don't want to not sell any more homeware this summer until the owner gets back down the road. It's just raining on my parade because I can tell you the homeware is kicking off. I think it's because of the change in weather. People are actually like, thinking about buying stuff maybe for their homes. Because yesterday I sold, I did a haul a little while back, and it was a really big, chunky, really thick, on a stand, like fruit bowl. That sold. Let me just check. I know I paid £4 for that. I can show you a picture of it. So that was a big box. Oh yeah, so I made a tenner on that. I'll show you a picture. You can see that? Oh, does that show someone's... No, it doesn't show someone's doodad, does it? That big fella. And then also, somebody actually bought a bundle, which never happens to me, never, for £35. Some seat pads, vintage seat pads, a macrame wall hanging, and this like French market bag that I want for 35. And I also resold the whale paintings, drawings to the same person, but because they'd chosen, but because it did Yodel pick up, and of course Yodel just did not pick up because they don't, because they are a-holes. Those I had to they repurchased, and I did those as every and dropped them down the road because then the guy said that's the last lot I can take this summer. Yeah, so homeware's kicking off, which is great, but yeah, don't know what I'm going to do. So I'll show you what's going out. Oh yeah, so also this is sold. My CD rack, which I was very pleased with myself because I looked at, I was like, oh, CD rack sale. And I went out locally looking to see if there was one for sale, and there was. And I paid £3.99, and I've just accepted an offer of £30 for it. I haven't got a blooming box. So I've got this, which is long enough but too thin. And I've got this, which is thick enough but too short. It's like Goldilocks here with the packing. So I'm waiting for my friend to bring her huge box and see if I can box something up for that. Then I'm going to go and look around the houses, looking for someone who will actually take it. Yeah. Right, now I've got a few other sales which I can package up, so I'll show you those. Yeah, quick one live. Good morning, Jane. How are you? Washing machine's just finishing, so sorry about that. Angela's Attic, Jen. Morning, Shell. Everyone, good morning. Limelight, Jewel. Morning. I have to drop my large Yodel to the depot because so many shops won't take them. Oh, piss flaps. Like, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's not good for the environment either. It's all having to get into cars I haven't got one to get into, but having to go all over the country when, I hate Yodel anyway. Jane, sounds really complicated. Yeah, my shipping has just become really complicated, which is it's not my ideal, to be honest. Complicated. Jane, I sold a Christmas jumper on eBay this week. Nice. I was advised, because cash flow is a bit tight right now. I was advised to put some jumpers on that I put away last week because obviously that wouldn't involve spending money. But then obviously I'd also deleted all my eBay listings by accident. So I'm slowly, on that. I said it might be a blessing in disguise. Yeah, because I couldn't be bothered to do the full eBay listing again. I thought I'll stick them back on vintage, some of them at clearance prices. And I have sold, how can I tell? Oh, and look at my vintage, can't I? I have sold out of stuff that I deleted off of eBay, put back onto vintage. All right, a dress, a jacket, a jumper, and a t-shirt. 4 things, which were just sat on eBay, not selling. So I'm well pleased. So that is a blessing in disguise, actually. I'm pretty pleased with that. Good morning, Crispy. Just in time. Washing machine. Limelight, can you just score down the length of the long skinny box? Yes, I still don't think it's not going to be wide enough still, even if I score. It's not going to be, because this bit at the bottom's quite wide. That bit. It's not going to, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm still not going to have enough card to go around. It's going to put fabric then. It's not. I need 2 of these skinny boxes and then it would work. You never know what you're going to need, do you? And of course, I've been really happily using up lots of card. I mean, that'd be more. It's just the start of the problems, to be honest. Once I manage to package it, I've got to find somebody who'll actually take it. Oh, it's tricky, isn't it? But then maybe that's why my homeware's selling, because no one wants to sell it because you can't send it anywhere once you've sold it. Anyway, right, look, I've got some stuff that I can hopefully take places. So I'm going to do some packaging. Yeah, it's a good idea, I like. I mean, I do like to rip a box apart. Oh, thank you for joining me. 24 people, and thank you. A few people have already thumbsing up. There we go. So I've sold this lovely Le Cuisance volcanic orange saucepan, frying pan. So I looked up when Le Cuisance was, apparently it was taken over, bought by Le Creuset in the 50s, and then they carried on trading under Le Cuisance, whatever, until the 80s, before they changed to Le Creuset. Right, so, oh yes, my friend that brought the really amazingly strong boxes, these ones, it fits. Well, the trouble is, because I know these cast iron things, so I've sort of reinforced it, but what do you people that packed cast iron before think? Like, so it's a really hard box. Is dropping it a problem? Because I know these can break, can't they, these cast iron things? So I've got a reinforced box, but you know what, I'd normally like reinforce, I'd put it in a bigger box, I'd box it in box, but A, I'm out of boxes, but B, if I do that, then I've got another big box that no one will take. So I'm just putting a bit of card in, I think, like things like this, just to reinforce it. So I don't know, I'm hoping that's going to be enough. Yeah, I paid 15, sold for 30. I had it on hire, but yeah, cash flow is a bit too tight to mention. Don't mention. What's that? Simply red. Let's say that handle. I'm worried about the handle. Yeah, I might literally just like, I've just put loads of card down there. Whoa, do you think that's going to be? Chris, you must have practiced sort of thing before. Is that going to do it? Lodge it in as well. That's feeling quite nice and secure in there. And that. Oh, that's feeling good. It's feeling good. But now who's this going with? I actually printed my labels out. In post. Ah, right. Now the lady I spoke to yesterday has been picking up a bit from. She did say this kind of size, so I'm happy that I've got somewhere for this today. It's quite local, so that's good. Would you be double boxing that? Am I going to come on compact? Right, the next. Right, I need some advice on that. The next big item tea. Hello, Babs. Hope you're well. Limelight, I just bubble wrap and put it in the box. Looks strong enough. Okay, great. I shall stop worrying about it. I still use bubble. See, I don't use a lot of bubble, Babs. I just do lots of layers of card, and it's really, really does the same sort of thing. If I've got bubble wrap, I use it, but I just use whatever I've got. Bubble wrap, yeah, the card will do it as well. You can imagine lots of thick card. It's pretty good. So this, that is the picture of it. I've got it actually. It's a lily lamp. Actually, I've already started clumping it up. I'm not going all out. It's a metal. I'll show you the so Tiffany style. I got this from the boot for a tenner and accepted an offer yesterday of 35. So nice profit there. The lady that bought it said it's for her daughter's birthday. Can I ship it today? I was like, yeah. I mean, I would ship next day anyway. I'll get in here. But right, let me show you. So I've wrapped. So luckily it was quite good. We had the original box and the bulb came in this, and then I put bubble around it. This is the bulb, not bulb, the lampshade. Gorgeous with a dragonfly on it. Dragonflies. So it's got a nice box which goes in there already. However, you know what I'm like for wanting it to make sure. So I'm not going to go back on there. So that is a nice thick box for that. And that goes in. That is pretty good actually in there. We'll put a little bit more around the edge. However, because you said it's for her daughter's birthday and it's got that on it, would you go the extra mile and card it up again rather than just tape up this box? Give me your thoughts. Let's take on the edge. On the other side as well. Yeah. A bit more. So it's well cushioned in there. Yeah. I'm not worried about it breaking now. I'm just worried about her daughter seeing it, since she said it's a present. Let's see how this is. Let me have a look, see what horrible feelings is every. Oh no, this one. This one is that Royal Mail one, which I've got a feeling that little tiny post office in the shop is not going to. I think it's like shoebox size that I accept, isn't it? Let's get to it. Oh, 45. Under 45, 42. What's my measuring here? Oh, do you know what? That's within the blooming boundaries, isn't it? Oh, I'm going to try that at that local place then. That is definitely within. So what we're doing, should I put it in that extra box? I'd cover again with brown paper. I haven't got any brown paper, so. Okay. I could I could do a vintage and stick a black sack around it to cover it. Colin Collectibles, I would definitely double box wraps. Okay. If you're with a name like Colin Collectibles, welcome. I'll go with that. Right. And that should still, that's a nice fit that way actually. Oh, my washing machine has stopped. Chris, are you still there? Was my Cuisance pan all right? My packaging. Yes, so this is officially the size, because I read up about Royal Mail drop-offs and it said, like, it was basically, was it their shoebox size that's 40, yeah, 45, 25, 16 or something, and this does fit that. So I shouldn't get any aggro about accepting it, no matter how small the shop is, because it should be within their permitted size. It's just horrible getting aggro from people when all you're trying to do is drop off your parcels and that. Just take my parcel. Right. Size. Nice. Now I really want you to fit. Oh my god! Literally perfecto. I had a horrible feeling then it was going to come up short and I was going to come a cropper. I'm happy with that. Things are looking up. So I might be able to get this dropped off locally. I think it's the CD rack that's going to cause issues today. I'm going to afford to use. It's a bit tall. I'll be having that. Stick it down. Yes. Happy with that. Very happy. Oh, yeah. Right. I mean, it would be good if I could find something that was not clothing, but not as large to send. Oh, is that the right one? Oh, yeah. It's the barcode job as the stuff I'm sending. But, maybe that's why it's all selling nicely this week, because not everybody's willing to, package all this stuff. Right. Yeah, save the CD rack. So this is an easy one. Little IKEA Navajo style cushion cover. I think literally sold it for, I think I paid £2 and sold it for £6. Let's get a polymolar. I mean, that sort of stuff. To be honest, I don't mind, because obviously this is so easy to get back on my bike from the boot. But I would obviously just need a lot of them for this to work. I'd need a lot of cushion covers to pay the bills, basically. I don't know. I have accepted an offer on that, but they haven't paid. That's another IKEA cushion cover. And in fact, there's another. Actually, there's a few cushion covers going out. But yeah, I would need hundreds, wouldn't I? hundreds of good ones a week. What are you? Yeah, 2 into 6, and that's an every, but they'll accept that because it's a squashy little parcel and it'll go in their squashy bag. So that's good. Yeah, I'm going to have to load up my trolley and just go around Caversham begging people to take my parcels. So next was, I showed you this on a haul when I've been to the special place. It's like a little patchwork quilted cushion cover and hello. And throw cover thing. This is live. Okay. Yeah. Yes, so I paid, well, less than £2, probably more than £1, because everything was pence, and accepted an offer of 20 yesterday. So much interest on this. Very retro colours. It's got a big poly mailer. I do like doing the textiles, and especially textiles like this. Obviously, when you get into like huge curtains, heavy curtains, then that's a bit tricky for me again. If I buy something like that from the boot and I'm on my bike, or if I come back from the station or whatever, that's like that's everything I can carry, and it's not going to cut it. Right, we're doing well so far. I've just got that CD rack. I think the post guy.
Why do you leave the worst till last?
Because I'm waiting for the big Who Gives a Crap box to see if that's going to be better than that. Also, I might have to cycle up the road with it, so it's going to be a separate trip anyway.
So shame you can't just stick a label on it and call it a day.
Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. Right. Pokey, let's stick my flaps down. Doing all right. Yeah, considering that I haven't listed new stuff this week. I haven't bought anything new because I was on a bit of a cash flow issue. I haven't been sourcing. Oh yeah, and then I waited in all day needlessly for Yoda that didn't turn up. Nothing for that. But the stuff's selling, so I think it's the weather. I think people are in on their phones and they're buying stuff, which is good for us. I mean, how's that working out for you guys? Are you getting some sales this week when it's been a bit quiet? Oh, Crispy, all good. Right, lovely, thank you. Crispy, just watching a live auction and bidding plus testing some cameras. Oh, that's your multitasking, Chris. Well done, you. Does Catherine know? Babs, careful it doesn't go over the 45. Yes, it's not that it's not a small parcel. It's through Vinted, so it's their doodahs, but it's that I looked up the drop-offs that are people that will take your Royal Mails, but not a post office, will only take up to that small parcel size. But yeah, you're right. That was the lamp, wasn't it? What are we at now? Oh, 42. Yeah. 42 by 20. 42 by 20 by 20. So it could potentially cook off and say no. We'll see. Chris, send the daughter with it job to sort it. I did say, do you want to cycle up the road? She wasn't that interested this morning, but we'll see. So I'm just looking out the window because that's not my normal postie out here. That's a different one. Can I get him to take for me? He looks a bit wet behind the ears. Right. Okay. Crispy Catherine's waiting to go on holiday in about an hour. Oh, hashtag abandoned. Oh my God, Chris, make sure the house is not an absolute shit tip when she gets back, please, because that is very unpleasant to come back from holiday to a shit tip. Keep it nice and clean for her, please. And also just say have an absolutely fabulous time. I can't remember where she's going, but oh, brilliant. I'm really pleased. So, yeah, I'll leave it there. Still thinking about that CD rack. Thanks for joining me. Please do give me a thumbs up. Yeah, it's just an absolute ball ache at the moment with finding people to take your parcels. I'm surrounded by drop-offs, but they all just want things that big. I mean, it's not viable, is it? Right, yes. Have a good day. Bye-bye, don't die.